and it can take out US aircraft carrier. तो US का जो 7th fleet है इसको तो वो चाइनीज आराम से खा पी जाएंगे, ठीक है. So Chinese are very dominant in this region and they are very powerful when they are compared to the US capabilities in this region. Let's now analyze the Chinese activities in this region, that how Chinese are encroaching in this region. Chinese have deployed unmanned underwater drones, and you can say there are submarines which are unmanned, and these submarines are there in the Indian Ocean region just to locate and detect enemy submarines and relay that information to their headquarters or their other submarines, and they can then take out those assets. They are also here in this region, especially in the Indian exclusive economic zone area of Andaman and Nicobar Islands. They have been operating there, and these submarines are very important. They are they are there to collect electronic signal intelligence. Like, for example, it is part of the intelligence gathering on the movement parameters of vessels, aircraft, for example, maritime surveillance aircraft and other aircraft, and coastal infrastructure. Coastal infrastructure means your bases, like Gwadar hai hamari, India ki Mumbai hai, Visakhapatnam hai, Kochi hai, Karwar hai. These are some of the most important Indian maritime coastal infrastructure, which the under the ingress of China. Other than that, the Chinese, as I told you before, their vision is to connect themselves with the rest of the world, and they have launched BRI, Belt Road Initiative, which is a $1 trillion project, and through which they are connecting their economy with the rest of the countries. So for that, they are coming up with new infrastructure. They are coming up with railways, roads, and oil and gas pipelines. And one of the part of that particular vision is a maritime Silk Route. And through maritime Silk Route, the Indian Ocean region is very important, and it is the, you can say, center point of the Chinese vision. So China, through CPEC, through many other connectivities, Chinese are spending a lot of money in the Indian Ocean region to protect their economic interest and to connect the other countries. In this slide, it is giving you an overview of the Chinese maritime Silk Route, in which the Chinese are connecting themselves with South Asia, with the Southeast Asia, and through that they are also dominant in the Indian Ocean region, and of course West Asia, Middle East, Persian Gulf, Central Asia, then Russia, Europe, and the other areas of the world. So this is the sea route which is passing through the Indian Ocean region, and the Chinese are very dominant in this particular scenario. In our region, Chinese are they are investing a lot of money in different you can say bases, especially in Gwadar, and then they have got a base in Myanmar as well. They have got a base in Chittagong, Bangladesh, Djibouti, and of course Gwadar is the most important naval active you can say port for the Chinese. If you analyze, Gwadar has been leased to the Chinese for 40 years. Then you got a base in Myanmar, which they leased for the next 50 years. Then you got a Malaysia and Djibouti base. All these bases were leased on a 50 plus years. Now, so what is this significance of these bases? They got economic significance and they got military significance. For example, let me give you an example of Gwadar. Gwadar is the most important port for the Chinese in the Indian Ocean region. Why? Because most of their supplies were coming from the Persian Gulf region, and 80%, for example, their oil supplies come from the Persian Gulf. Iran है, Saudi Arabia है, UAE है, Qatar है, बाकी मुल्क हैं. वहां से इनकी जो oil supply आती थी, it used to pass through the whole Indian Ocean region and then pass through the state of Malacca and then enter the Chinese main centers. So that was a huge route. It was a huge liability as well, because it used to take lots of time and energy and resources. तकरीबन 10-12 हजार किलोमीटर का ये रूट बन जाता था उनका. उसको कट शॉर्ट करने के लिए they came up with the idea of CPEC, which is going to connect the western province of China, Urumqi, the center of